What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So a few days ago I got around to finally watching Thunderbolts, which was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I mean, the humor, the absence of the Avengers, all the mental health aspects that they touch on for each character, everything just added a lot of layers to the movie. It was an action movie, a drama, a comedy. It had it all, but not too much of one thing. It was like getting a sandwich with all the right amount of ingredients. You know, not too much mayo, not too little lettuce, just perfect. Also, they did a great job with Bob and Sentry, and honestly, I think Bob may actually be my new favorite character in the MCU. But in the days after watching it and getting excited for Fantastic Four and just thinking about the future films like Doomsday, I was thinking I am genuinely worried about Doomsday and the introduction of Doctor Doom. Now, it's not that I don't want to be excited, right? Doom is one of the greatest villains in comic book history, not just Marvel, but comic book history. But at the same time, I just cannot shake this feeling that they're rushing this whole storyline. Sure, you could probably contribute it to the switch up of the Kang arc and having to drop that and then make the pivot into Doom, but still, does it not feel rushed? See, like many creators and influencers and stuff like that have already touched on the fact that everything about Doomsday feels rushed, and plenty of others have spoken on why they don't like Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom, myself included. But who's portraying him at this point isn't even the issue. It's the fact that we have had absolutely no build up to his character or the storyline. I could be wrong, so let me know if I am, but I don't even think his name has been mentioned. Like, I don't think it's been dropped anywhere. No rumors, no whispers, not even just some throwaway Easter egg, nothing. Now, maybe that'll change in Fantastic Four in the next few months, but honestly, I'm not convinced it will. So obviously, if you're a comic book fan and know MCU lore, then you know who Victor Von Doom is. But even then, one of the things that made Thanos so scary, so intense when we finally see him, is because of the years of cameos and build up to actually meeting him. By the time Infinity War came out, we had already seen him, like in small ways, in post-credit scenes, and we've heard about him, and we got glimpses of why he was such a big threat. Although now with Doom, we're going to meet him, like actually meet him, see him on screen, hear his voice for the first time, everything in one single movie. That's it. There's no multi-film build-up, no Easter egg references, just boom. Here's Doom, here he is, be scared. I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. will do a fine job. He is a great actor, he is. And Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers have been effective for the most part when working together. But the fact that we're getting no real setup, I think that's really going to make it harder for all of the audience to really feel the tension and the gravity of, oh shit, this is Doom. This is Victor Von Doom. On top of that, at the same time, when we look at the state of the heroes, the last we see of them all, they're all scattered. There's no type of unity. So there's no clear leadership. There's not any momentum outside of really the Thunderbolts. So now with this next movie, not only are they going to have to establish Doom, but they also are going to have to rebuild the entire team dynamic at the same time. Unless they're just going to show up and, you know, Sam has his Avengers and like, boom, here's Shang-Chi and this and that. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Like, unless they're just going to shotgun blast us with the team already built, that means that part of the movie is going to be the Avengers assembling themselves and getting together while also focusing on Doom. I just feel like it's going to feel very tore. I think that the way that they have to do it so it doesn't feel so thrown together is to focus primarily on Doctor Doom. Like, it's his movie and the others are slowly introduced, because then that way the two sides can kind of collide in a big way in Secret Wars. But I think Doomsday should primarily focus on him, make it feel like it is his story, while trickling in the Avengers and kind of what they're doing and how they're getting together. I just feel like I'm the only one like worried about this. Like I said, I've seen other people talk here and there about their concerns, but all in all, like, I'm stressing about it. You know, I really am. Like, I'm excited to see Doom on the screen. And I'm also excited to see this whole storyline of Doomsday and Secret Wars play out, but I am worried that it's just gonna flop, you know? I want this movie to be good. I want Secret Wars to be good. And if Fantastic Four is good following a great Thunderbolt movie, then my hopes for these next few years of Marvel will be a lot higher. But until then, I guess I'm just going to be a pessimistic little hater. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on all this, and thanks for sticking around the video. I'm going to try to start branching out the content we talk about on this channel, because I want you guys to start getting a feel for who I am as a person outside of being an all-pro Call of Duty prodigy, you know? So, as always, I appreciate your guys' time. I appreciate your support, and I'm going to see you next time. Deuces.